హాయ్ హలో ఎవ్రీవన్, వెల్కమ్ టు అవర్ ఛానల్ మన స్టార్స్. ఈరోజు ఇంటర్వ్యూలో మన ముందున్న గెస్ట్ ఎవరంటే మన మగవాళ్ళ భావాల్ని అర్థం చేసుకుంటూ మన మనోభావాల్ని ఏమాత్రం దెబ్బతీయకుండా తన అందంతో తన డ్యాన్స్తో మా భావ మనోభావాలు అంటూ మనల్ని అందరినీ ఎంటర్టైన్ చేసిన చంద్రికా రవి గారు మనతో ఉన్నారు. మరి ఆమెతో మాట్లాడి ఈ సినిమా గురించి అండ్ ఈ సాంగ్ స్పెషల్ గురించి మనం అయితే మాట్లాడుకుందాం. లెట్స్ గో. హాయ్ చంద్రికా గారు.
Hi everyone. How are you all?
సో ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్.
Thank you so much.
బిగ్గెస్ట్ బ్లాక్ బస్టర్ సాంగ్ అయితే మీరు సాధించారు.
I honestly, it's a shock to me. I knew it was going to be big, but
Yes.
I don't think you anticipate anything ever being this big. So it's really been like a life-changing moment for me.
Yeah, how do you feel this?
I think going into it, like I said, I knew it was going to be something
Yes.
very big, and I grew up in Australia. I was born
Yes.
in Australia, so I grew up watching South Indian films and watching Sir's films, and
Yes.
actually watching Sir's father's films also with
Yes.
my dad.
Oh.
So to not only just be on set with Sir, but to be dancing with Sir, and off camera, Sir would give me so much information about his life and wisdom and knowledge and things like that. So it literally still feels like a dream. It doesn't feel like we shot it, a few months ago and it's been like a wait and I'm here. Yes. It literally feels like I've just been floating in like this dream.
How do you get this chance?
So Gopichand sir actually had messaged me on
Okay.
Instagram. And he told me there was going to be a role for me in this film. Yes. We didn't know what. We didn't know whether it was going to be the song or
Okay.
whatnot. And then a few days before the song, he had called and he said, "We're doing a song for you. You have to be here in like 3 days." And I was like, "I'll be there. I'm there definitely." Okay. And Sir knew that I was a trained actress and I was trained in dancing, since I was 3 years old and all that. So it was like the perfect platform for me because I could show my dance training and acting training both in one, and those are things I can't do in the West. Yes. So it's really a dream come true.
So how do you feel when you're working with the Balai Babu sir on sets?
Sir didn't he has that greatness to him. When he walks into a room, everyone stops and looks at him. Okay. But he didn't make me feel like I was a junior artist or anything like that. He made me welcomed, and also the fact that he knew I wasn't from India. I didn't grow up here. I
Yes.
have barely spent time in India. The most time I've spent is now doing Indian films. So it really was like, it was like as if I'm with someone that I've known for so many years, like family member like that. It was literally like, it was like a movie in itself, like walking onto set, seeing Sir, even on the day that he left, the last day, he finished before me. And he came and walked all the way to me and said bye and everything. And everyone was like, you know how lucky you are to even have, for Sir to come and say bye to you.
Yes.
And I said, because I think people can know when you genuinely have a love and appreciation for someone. And growing up watching Sir, that was how I felt.
What's the best compliment you get from the Balai Babu sir?
He said that I was a great dancer, actually. Wow. And he said I'm very hardworking. He
Okay.
did say that because I don't know Telugu. I'm learning.
Yes.
I've been watching a lot of Telugu films.
Yes.
And I would always have my script on set. I was always looking at the script because I'm a perfectionist. I'm a real perfectionist.
Super.
If I do something, it has to be 110%. Okay. And I also know, coming from the Western world and my upbringing and things like that, there's certain things that I need to match. Okay. and reach that level. Super. So him telling me that, I was like, oh my God, I'm hardworking. Sir
Super.
thinks I'm hardworking.
Super. So after that, so how many days you take to practice this dance?
Actually, we shot I landed in Hyderabad at 3 a.m.
Okay.
I went straight to Film City. I was on set by 7.
Super.
And then 5 days non-stop of set. I actually had hurt my back. By the second last day, my back had started
Yes.
hurting. And then by the last day, it was really bad. I remember in between takes, I was putting my head this way. So
Wow.
if I was crying in pain, it was going down and not down my face.
Yes.
And then straight to the set. I mean, straight to the dance. But I knew in that moment it was a gift from God for me to even be there. So I was like, no, I'm just going to push through the pain. I'll deal with the pain later. And so immediately after we finished at like 6, I think, that day. I was on a plane by 9 that night.
Okay,
so
super.
with the pain and everything, I was on a high. It didn't feel like I was
Yes.
in pain,
What is the support with Balai Babu sir when you dance with that sir?
Actually, we have a lot of screen time together in this song.
Okay.
Majority of the song is Sir and I dancing.
Yes.
So there'd be like a step that maybe I did it wrong, and he'll tell me, no, just do it this way, and then it'll be much easier for you.
Super.
It really was like, Sir has that greatness to him without even acting like that. He's just naturally just like this big presence,
Super.
but still so down to earth.
Okay, super. So what do you say about Shekhar master?
oh my God, being a dancer myself, and I've trained in so many Indian dance styles, I specifically watch songs from films.
Yes.
That's like what I do in LA. All day I'll be watching, next song. So to have been trained by Shekhar sir is like, I even after my back hurt, I remember telling sir, I'm so sorry, I'm in pain. I'm so sorry, I'm in pain. And he told me, he was like, no one will even know. Like when you watch it, you can't even tell.
Yes.
But just to have that vote of confidence from someone that you have grown up watching their art form and their choreography, this is literally like a dream come true. This whole song is like a dream come true.
సూపర్. సో మీరు తెలుగు ఇండస్ట్రీలో వర్క్ చేశారు కాబట్టి సో మీరేం డిఫరెన్స్ చెప్తారు?
This is like, I've never done any song like this. I've done this in performances before, but in my movies, this is the first time I've done something on this level. I remember walking into set and there was like 100 dancers and they were dancing, and I was thinking to myself, yes, you are a dancer, but you have to match them now.
Wow.
They are at that level. You need to be matching their every move, their energy, their everything. I've never done something like this. Never. This is like, I know it's the first of many, but I would definitely credit my years of dancing experience to be able to do this, because I don't think anyone could have been able to, manage that level of performance. Because like there were scenes where it's me and all the guys behind me and I'm doing the same step. And my back was hurting and I was just like, just keep going, just keep going, just keep pushing.
So you are performing with the Balai Babu sir in this movie. So we already know that there are two scenes there, like that Balai Babu had dual roles, one is father role and son role. So which role you perform with?
You'll have to watch. You'll have to watch. I can't tell anything. You'll have to watch it.
So after that, so in which situation we can expect this song?
This song, I think releasing this song right before the new year was, I think, the best thing we could have done, because I've said this in interviews before. This song is literally just going to be a party song for years to come, and I've had obviously a few movies that I've done songs and all, but I've never had, children and young girls and all doing my song and performing and tagging me and saying, man, we love your dancing and all that. So I think just because of how much of a mass number this is, it's never, I don't think it's ever going to go out of style. It's always going to be a mass number.
Okay, super. So audience have some confused about that. Anu Rose Gar is also available in this song. So what is the comparison? So what is the role she has in this movie?
So she actually has like a role in the film.
Yes.
The song is a bit of a story about me and my love story. And I'm telling Sir about, my love history.
Yes.
And she and Sir come to my little village area and, they are there and enjoying the time with me and my dancers. But it was, I've been asked before, like, how did you feel dancing with someone else? And I think if you are confident in yourself, I think it's something that we all need to learn, that there can be many of us. There doesn't need to be only one screen space. We can all share screen space,
definitely.
and everyone is different. I know I was doing something different on screen to her. So I think it's great to actually be able to share something with someone else as well.
Definitely. Yeah. Next question. So director Gopichand sir, so how is the support?
Incredible. Gopichand sir, I tell him all the time, I say he's literally been like a God-given gift to me, because to not just have someone like that say, we're going to put you in this song and you're a dancer, we're going to make sure it's the best thing, but to make sure that I am performing at my best level and, giving me the best platform like this. Because I have done other films, but I genuinely think this is my launch pad. This is what is going to make me known by people. And especially because I've learned acting. I've got a degree in acting. I've studied everything. I started dancing at 3 years old. I did the modeling. I did all the work already. So to be recognized by someone like Gopichand sir, who does incredible films, everything that he touches, cinematography is beautiful, everything is so well done. So to have someone like that in my corner, guiding me and telling me, do this, don't do this, go this route, it's literally been a gift.
So what do you say about our Maitri movie makers, producers?
Even that, to be performing in a movie song with the biggest production house is like, I have to pinch myself. I'm like, is this real? Like, I'm really doing this with this incredible production house and this director and Balaya sir. Everything has just, the way, I truly believe if you do good, you get good. And I think I've done some good in my life to get this opportunity.
Super. So why I am asking this question priority? So Ravi Shankar sir showed that you are the only justify this character. So why he said that like that?
Because if you watch the lyrical, there's a certain level of sexuality that the character has. And I've talked about this with Gopi Chand sir and a few other people, and not a lot of people can do that without making it vulgar. There's a certain line that can't be crossed. And I think because of my upbringing in the West, and in the West, I'm known as, like, you know, the first Indian sex symbol. There's never been an Indian sex symbol in Hollywood like that, where they've looked and, you know, the body and the face and all those things. So they knew that I could bring that certain level of, I can be sexy, but I can also have young girls watch this and say, oh, I want to dance like her also.
Superb.
It's a very, very thin line that there's not a lot of Indian actresses, I will say, can do it. Which is why, you know, there's never a lot of item songs or item girls that become item girls, you know.
Yes.
So I'm grateful that they saw that in me, that they knew that I could carry something like that.
Telugu audience always love. So what do you say about Telugu audience after that blockbuster song?
I literally, the love and support that I've received from everyone, because going into this, naturally you wonder if people are going to appreciate you or accept you for being a sex symbol or whatever it is. But for me, I've always known I have a resume, I have done work, I've done acting, I've done all these things. It's not like I just decided to do this, you know, because the next role I'm doing, I'm going to do a completely different role. So to have a complete appreciation and acceptance from everyone, from young and old. I receive messages on the daily saying, ma'am, this is literally, your life is going to change after this. You know, this is an incredible song. It's an incredible opportunity for you. So to have such love and appreciation from people that I'm new in the industry, in the Telugu industry, I can't thank everyone enough.
Super. So, me parents support. So what do you say about that?
My mom and dad are my backbone. They are literally my best friends. They were the ones that put me into dancing and acting at 3 years old. I used to go around telling everyone when I was little, I would stand on the table and say, my name is Chandrika Ravi, the whole world is going to know me, I'm going to be famous. And so my parents said, if you want to do that, you have to have the training. You make sure you do the dancing, you make sure you do the acting, you become the best person you can be. So no director can say you're not good enough, no production house, no one can say you're not good. You come prepared. So even, it's actually my mother's birthday today, so I just spoke to them before I came. And even that I think is a gift as well, that I'm doing something so big like this, starting on my mother's birthday, Sankranti, everything, you know. But I wouldn't be here without my parents. Being born in Australia, they made sure that my sister and I were very connected to our Indian culture. We had to know our dancing. I can recite every mantra you need me to tell. I go to temple every Sunday, even in LA. They're the reason I'm here today. They're the reason I'm able to balance both Western and Indian together.
Super. So again come to this movie. So what do you say about our music Taman, SS Taman garu?
How can you even say anything? I literally, when they played the song, because I heard the song in the trailer before I walked on set, and they didn't give me earphones at first. And I was like, no, I need earphones. I need to hear every single drum beat, everything in this song, to the point where when we were shooting, obviously you don't listen to the whole song. It's just part. When they'll stop it, I'm like, no, I want to hear some more. Please play it some more. So when they were even editing it, I would watch, because that was the only way I was hearing the whole thing and then seeing the lighting and the sound. But Taman sir is obviously great, so great in what he does. He's touched, every song he's touched has become like a super hit. So even that, to be dancing for a mass number by Taman sir is like, I'm so happy.
So which type of characters you want in future?
I like to play very empowered characters. I think there's a misunderstanding that if you play a sexual character, you're not empowered. But it's actually not the case. To play a sexually charged role, it takes a lot in you. Because yes, I might portray myself in that manner, but like I said, there's a very thin line where you have to do it very tastefully. So I want to stick to doing very empowered characters, but I also like doing these kind of roles because South-wise, there's never been a South Indian girl that's done something like this, like a Malaika Arora Khan level. There's never been someone that's done that. And so I think also having the training in dancing and acting, it makes me all-rounder to be able to do something like that. So, I would love to play a village girl. I would love to play anything known to mankind. You know, in the West, I do very different roles. In the West, I only do very sex symbol type roles because you don't see that in the West for an Indian girl. But here, I would like to play everything. I would like people to see, oh, she can actually do, you know, a stripped down role as a village girl. Oh, she can do this also. I would love to show more of my acting range.
Super. I think you are more busy with more films, I think.
100%. This literally opened up a whole other gateway for me. You know, I naturally get a lot of Tamil films
Yes.
because I've done quite a few. But just when the news even came out about this, there was a lot more Telugu offers.
Yes.
And, you know, I'm already coming in at this high of a level, this high of a
Yes.
film. It's literally, it's like a dream come true. I came from a very small village, literally like a village in Australia. There was kangaroos and like that's what I grew up with. So to be doing something like this in cinema that I grew up watching in this level, like even looking at this photo, I'm like, I saw Balaya sir in films growing up,
Yes.
and now I'm sharing, you know, screen space, even with Shruti ma'am, you know, like
Yes.
grew up watching her father's films.
Definitely.
So now to be in a film with her is...
So which films you like the most with Balaya Babu Garu movie?
I genuinely liked Akanda.
Okay.
When he walked onto set, he was like, "Did you watch Akanda?" I
Yeah.
said, "Sir, I genuinely watched Akanda." He was like, "Are you saying it?" I said, "No, I really watched
Yes.
Akanda." I liked watching Sir's father's films when he would play
God.
all the different
Yes.
roles,
Yes.
Krishna and this and that. Being obviously like an Australian girl, growing up watching mythological stories was nice because that was also my way of learning my culture, my religion.
Super. So what do you say about the difference between other industries or Telugu industry?
I think at least for the films I've done, I can speak on the level of greatness. I've never done something on this level ever. Even in the West, I've never done something with this much thought and execution put into it. Everything in this song was so incredibly done, from the lighting, the set, everything. I think Telugu songs and movies are having such a big moment at the moment. Even in America, when people know I've done a Telugu film, it's automatically, there's a Telugu film that's nominated for Oscars and Golden Globes. So I think Telugu films are having such an incredible moment now, and it's with good reason, because the content that's coming out of the Telugu industry is just incredible.
Now, what do you say about the commitments in our any industries? Like, do you face any commitments in our Telugu industry?
Not necessarily. I've been asked this quite a lot. I think because I came as a trained actress, I also didn't take any nonsense.
Super.
I came there very like, if you offer me a role, I'm also going to tell you what I will and won't do, because I know people might think she's from the West, she'll do anything, or she'll do this role or whatever, I came with a very like, I'm an actress, I'm a trained actress. I'm not someone that just fell into this. This is all I've done since the age of 3. So I know what should and shouldn't be done. I know how I should be talked to. I know these things. So I've never actually had any issues.
Super.
I know there are a lot of young girls that face a lot of issues, but I think at the end of the day, desperation shouldn't be there.
Yes.
For me, it wasn't a desperate thing.
Yes.
I knew that I had the talent and the passion
Superb.
and the dedication to do what I do.
Yes.
I've done this my whole life.
Superb.
If someone isn't willing to allow me to show my talent and wants me to do something else, then I don't need it. Simple.
Good. Superb answer.
Thank you.
All audience మీకు చెప్పే ఉంటారు, you look like a silk smith and Ami Janks. So what do you say about that? Compliment.
When it started after my first Tamil film, and I actually always stay in the hotel that Silk Ma'am used to stay in Chennai.
Okay.
So there's actually staff there that worked there when she was there. And the first day I walked in, they were like, "You literally look like Silk Reborn."
Yes.
And they would also ask me, they will comment and say, "Are you sure your mother's not Silk Smitha? Like, are you sure your mother's who you..." And my mother would be like, I'm her mother. But I always tell people this. For me to embody her is a bigger role than I can ever fit. Actually, when I did this song, I prayed to her every day. I asked her to guide me and make sure I do things in the right way. Because what she did at that time, with no Instagram, with no nothing, she fought to show as a woman, we can wear sari, you can wear bikini, but we're still a woman. We're still a woman in essence, And how much she faced without any support from anyone, no family support, nothing. For me, I have my mother and father, I have my sister, I have my guru, I have people like Gopi Chandra, I have people supporting me. So to be able to come close to her, being told that I'm the next one, I think it's the greatest compliment I can ever receive, because she set the precedence. No one has ever matched up to that ever since then. No one has ever been come close to, where you can just look at someone with your eyes, and that was her story. She didn't have to do anything. That was it.
I like that.
So I think it's a huge compliment. I always, anytime I've done a film, I've always asked her to guide me because I think she's very much with me. I've genuinely believed that. Because those kind of compliments don't just come, especially when it comes non-stop.
Yes.
It's not just like someone saying, oh, you look like this person.
Yes.
When people are constantly calling you junior silk, I said, okay, fine, if that's the case, I pray that you help me get to where
Yes.
I want to be, because I want to do what she did. I've always said that I want to show that you can be an empowered woman and show your body or whatever it is, but it doesn't make you any less of a human being.
So I had one news about you. Can I ask that?
Sure.
So more than acting, you like cooking. What's that?
Yes. Oh my God, I love cooking. So I'm actually working on a cooking show in America. It's going to be on OTT.
Super.
It's me cooking and enjoying my recipes and all. It started with my mother. My mother's an incredible cook. Both my grandmothers, my mother's mother who passed, and my father's mother, Machima, they're all incredible cooks. And my mother brought me up very like, learning is just, you sit in the kitchen, she'll tell me to stir. It wasn't, okay, now you put salt. Now, it was just by learning. And I think in our culture, food is what brings us together. My fondest memories of my family being so far away from them was eating. Sitting with my grandmother in the kitchen and eating and her feeding me and stuff like that. So cooking has always been a passion of mine.
So do you know any South Indian thalis or any?
I can make great rasam, I can make great sambar, I can make great tomato chutney. My mother calls me a sotumada. I will survive off thairasadam. You just give me thairasadam every day with pickle, I'll survive. I don't need anything else.
Do you taste our Hyderabad special dum biryani?
I had it the day I finished. I don't really eat heavily when I'm working. So the day I finished at Film City itself in my hotel, they told me, if you can't get it anywhere, just eat in the hotel. At least you had it. So I had it before I left.
Super.
I had to have it.
So which type of personality you like most in men?
I like someone that is very family orientated and believes in God.
Super.
Whichever God you believe in, at the end of the day, it's all one. And you have to be passionate about something, whether it's film or arts or soccer, I don't know, whatever it is. Just be passionate about something, because when you're passionate about something, you apply that same level of 100% in everything you do. I think that, and I can't be with someone who doesn't understand why I am so hardworking, or I can't be with someone that tells me don't work today, because I work 24/7 and enjoy food also. You have to enjoy food. I don't think it'll work if you don't enjoy food.
Super. And finally, so other than Balai Babu sir, so any heroes you know that in our Telugu industry?
Of course, I know all of them.
Okay.
I watch all of them, but I obviously now I've come on this level, so now I'm aiming to work with all of them. Everyone.
Simply, I'm asking 3 questions.
Okay.
So which hero you want to date?
Oh my God. That's very hard because a lot of them are married.
Okay, but no problem.
Okay, the only one I know is not married. I'll say Vijay. So since he's not married.
Love.
I mean, it's the same thing, right?
Yeah, again.
You have to. So I'll keep saying the person that's not married.
Okay. Married.
I'll keep saying the person that's not married. I feel so awkward saying someone that's already married. Like I want to marry them.
So which hero you need to work?
I would love to work with Allu Arjun sir, Vijay sir, Ravi Teja sir. I would love to work with all of them. Especially Ravi Teja sir. I think his films are incredible at the moment. They're doing such great rounds, and I would love to do like an Antava type vibe with everyone. Actually, I would like to be that one that does all of it now.
Super. So you work with Balai Babu sir. So you know some slogans. You know that?
Yes, they taught me Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Balai Babu, sexy.
So I have some more slogans.
Okay.
So you need to say that.
Okay.
Let's go. AC cooler, Balai Babu is roller.
AC cooler,
Balai Babu is roller.
Balai Babu is roller.
Bike loan, car loan.
Bike loan, car loan.
Balai Babu is cyclone.
Balai Babu cyclone.
Yes. మా ఇంట్లో పెరుగు లేదు.
మా ఇంట్లో పెరుగు లేదు.
బాలయ్య బాబుకి తిరుగులేదు.
బాలయ్య బాబు
తిరుగులేదు.
తిరుగులేదు.
So finally, so what do you say about the Veera Simha Reddy?
If you even just watch the trailer,
yes,
the level of performance by Sir and Gopichand Sir's eye and Rishi Sir's DOP, everything is just so incredibly done. Like I am excited to watch it. You see Sir's energy in the song.
Yes.
So imagine his energy throughout the whole thing. I've shown the trailer to friends in the US who are actors there, and they're like, "This is what you're doing. Like this is your film." I'm so excited to watch it. I'm actually genuinely so excited to watch it and be a part of such an incredible film.
So finally, so what do you say about your audience,
My audience?
Telugu audience?
I would like to say thank you for all the support, and this is just the beginning. You're not going to stop seeing me. You're going to be seeing a lot of me.
So can you experience any first day first show in our Telugu industry?
I will be here, but it's up to Sir where they're going to push me and see me, so it'll be a surprise.
You definitely want to experience that.
Yes, I've done it in Chennai with my first film, and I know that level, but obviously it was never a film like this. I've seen the videos from the lyrical launch, and everyone was tagging me saying, this is just the beginning, man. This is going to be all day. When the first day, first show, it's going to be like this. So very excited to be a part of it.
Thank you so much, and all the best for your career.
Thank you so much.
Nice to interact with you. Thank you.
You.